Welcome back to TedRedwood Gaming. I am Ed, and today is episode 2 of World Cup Italia 90 for the Sega Mega Drive. We play Brazil in the last 16 of the 1990 World Cup. We have to choose our team again, which is interesting. So Silton, Saxon. I don't know who Saxon is, but Silton, like I said in the last episode, I assume is Peter Shilton. Not entirely sure what I was doing with trying to press buttons here. And then Butcher, Mills, Thompson, and Handsome. Yeah, I don't know who most of these players are. Lineker, obviously, I know. It doesn't really give you a breakdown of who scores the goals, though, so it's kind of pointless. But here we are against Brazil, and we kick off. So England get us underway in this last 16 tie. One of, if not the biggest teams in world football in the 90s. Like I said in the last episode, I was not really properly alive at this point. I was a baby, so I was like a little fat thing and didn't do a lot. I wasn't really aware of the World Cup 1990. Apparently it's quite good. We got to the semi-final or so I hear, and someone cried or something like that. But Brazil, not actually sure how they did in the 1990 World Cup. Who won it? This is going to be real bad, isn't it? It wasn't Argentina. I think they won 86, didn't they? Was it West Germany won in 90? I'm probably a heathen now. I know Brazil won 94 because that, was it Baggio? Missed a penalty or something like that. But we do take an early in this game. England go 1-0 up, and look what it means to them. Let's see that again. Cross comes in, keeper comes to collect, and just gets nowhere near it. So Brazil, obviously known for their rather flary type of play. Unfortunately, it's not replicated in the World Cup Italia 90 game. I can't even get short passing to work, to be completely honest. Which is why I go long ball. It's kind of accurate with England as well. True to real life back in the day. I grew up in a time where I guess my England memories are from around 98 to 2002, were like my long-term defining memories of England. Oh dear, see the keeper took over there. It's crazy. Don't know when it's going to happen. But yeah, the sort of that time, 98 to 2002, we just seemed to kick it around a bit at the back and then just launch it forward to no one. I remember whenever there was an England game on, my dad used to get Pringles in and stuff, so like my brother and sister used to care about football just so they could eat Pringles. So like I remember the classic England man, the one that plays a do 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 do. We're 1-1. Oh dear. Terrible stuff. Brazil equalised. To be fair, it's a pretty good diving header, even if I knew how to control the keeper. Would not have got that. But yeah, my sort of memory of England is listening to that music from the crowd and eating Pringles, like the taste of ready salted Pringles in my mouth. I'm not paid by Pringles. I think they're pretty great, I'll be completely honest. Trying to avoid them now because I'm way too fat. But yeah, young me loved it. I had a Euro 96 England kit. That's about it really. I think I lost a decent amount of my love for England after the 2002 World Cup. I just felt like I'd been betrayed by football. And then the final straw came after 2006. I just didn't, I don't know, that tournament killed any enthusiasm I had really. And obviously our failure to qualify to 2008 was just the end for a lot of people. But, you know, at least the team that I love and support hired the man that failed with England at some point after, Steve McLaren. So I'm a Newcastle fan. Terrible really, yeah, real terrible. But Brazil, to be back to the game, really holding on to the ball there, some good possession. We managed to clear it out, and do we try and play some short passes? No, we're just going to hoof it. Oh, and one tackle resulting in 2 guys on the floor. It's a half decent cross, but the keeper gets there first. The great thing is I don't really remember these games now, so I can actually commentate as if I'm sort of live. A good attempt on goal for the edge of the box, but like I said in the last episode, so hard to actually get goals away through just a regular shooting method. Unless you're the computer against me, maybe I'm just really bad at the game. See, do you see that? He was onto that in a flash. Brazil doing the right thing, trying to build nicely from the back, and we get it and just continually press the shoot or hoof button, as you can see. Because the shoot button is the same as a sliding tackle, so it's just sliding tackles going everywhere. It's crazy. Yeah, so like I mentioned, this is my first football game. Ultimate Soccer Manager 98 was probably my first management game. I had Sensible World of Soccer and stuff like that on the Amiga, but yeah, Ultimate Soccer Manager was top. In terms of some of my other early football games that bring back fond memories, I'd love to play on this channel at some point, but not sure if it's possible. Loved Red Card, that was awesome. Just going around hacking everyone. Overhead kick hits the post and we can't put away the rebound. I also love This Is Football. I think it was 2002. It had Rio Ferdinand on the cover. You could dive, and it was so amazing. So you could dive with the R2 button on PlayStation 2, but it was also like the two-footed lunge button. So if the ball got away from you slightly and you went to dive, you would just absolutely destroy your opponent. It was amazing. I remember going around my friend, I'll call him John. He's called John, but that's not the nickname we gave him, but it'll be weird. It's weird to call him John, so give me that credit. Went to his house and he had a multi-tap, which obviously you had to have back in the day, which is crazy times. Can you imagine that now? Be pandemonium. And 4 of us were playing the This Is Football 2002 game and like just holding down, oh what a goal by the way. Ball comes into the box, just a straight ball, keeper comes to collect, but I don't know, Lineker or whoever else is up front wanted it more. But yeah, we all just held down the R2 button and everyone was running towards the ball and diving, and it was one of the funniest things that I've ever experienced in my life. Especially, oh my word, keeper gives it away and we can't quite clear it. They've hit the post twice and then there's the equaliser. Some terrible defending, terrible keeping on my part. Brazil are back in the game. They're actually giving us a bit of a run for our money. It'll be interesting to see if we can get back into it. But yeah, at one stage during the big dive fest by every player on the pitch, just one player went in 2-foot and took about 3 people. It's like an instant red card if you go in a 2-footed lunge. I used to waste so much time between the ages of like 11 to 16 on PS2 football games. I think the last FIFA I was really into was 2003, and after that it became all about Pro Evo. And we instantly bring it back to 3-2. It's another long ball frenzy. Keeper comes to collect it, goes over, and we just pass it in. So 3-2 against Brazil in the last 16 with 35 minutes to go. Yeah, as soon as I got into Pro Evo, that was kind of it. I think I played Pro Evo 3 a bit. I wasn't impressed by the refereeing on it. It was very obscure, but you kind of get on with it because it's quite cool. And from there, like the next 3 or 4 versions were way better than FIFA, so we stuck to that. We used to play like on school holidays and stuff. We'd go around someone's house and have 2 TVs set up. It's 4-2 now. Within a few minutes, we've gone from 2-2 to 4-2. It's a carbon copy of the 3rd goal. Yeah, we used to have 2 TVs set up and just 6 of us would play, or 5 or 6 depending on how many people were available, just like a game, like a day's worth of tournaments. Everyone would play each other like 4 times. We'd get loads of snacks in and there'd be a league table at the end. And this is how sad I was at that point. It's our first corner of the whole series. Do I know how to take them? Absolutely not. Keeper comes and collects. So how sad I was we all had our teams. I actually made my own team. Everyone else played with a real team like Man U or Arsenal or Barcelona. I made the Crew FC, which was basically our group of friends put into the game. I tried to be quite modest with the stats, especially my own stats, but they were probably one of the best teams, if not the best team in the tournament on paper. There were some glaring weaknesses, but some real good strengths, which seemed a bit unfair, but people liked it because they liked seeing themselves play. That was it, really. But yeah, I got that into it that at one stage I set up like a fancy football for it. So you record who got yellows, reds, scored goals, kept clean sheets, the defenders who kept a clean sheet, and I at the end of the day, because this would go on for about 3 or 4 days on 1 week of our school holidays, I would just collate all the data and figure out who won like the league in general, and then the actual fancy football side of it as well. So much time wasted. I still waste time in my life to this very day on stuff like that. Again, on this game you can assault the keeper when he's holding the ball sometimes. Not sure why. Really not sure why. Seems a bit wrong to me, but it seems to benefit us more often than it doesn't, so I'm happy. And it's happening again. We can't quite get there in time to try and take advantage though. I do apologise if my voice is a little weird as well. I'm currently suffering from a bit of an ailment in my ear, as well as hay fever is really starting to kick in now. So it's the 1st of June today, just to completely date this and make everything I say irrelevant if I mention current events. Yeah, and hay fever today is really starting to kick in. As well as, like I said, I've got a bit of an ear thing. So I went to the doctors, and it's the GP. First time I've been to the GP since, well, probably a number of years really. And they wanted to spray something in my ear, and this is disgusting, I know, I'm very sorry, but bear with me. You don't have to bear with me at all, there's nothing fun coming from this. Hit the post though, that was ambitious, but close. So they've got a little machine which they use to spray your ear out, and they use a foot pedal to like operate it in some weird way. I don't know why there's not a little button on the spraying device, but hey ho. And I got there, and she was like, oh, this is the foot pedal that doesn't work, I'll get the other foot pedal. I was like, you could just, if you know a foot pedal doesn't work, order another one, but okay. She went to get the other one, that one didn't work. She was like, oh, you have to come back on Wednesday, and it's Friday today, and I got up extra early to go to like a 7:10 appointment. Oh, it was not pleasant. I obviously said absolutely nothing. I was just like, oh, thanks for seeing me on Wednesday as well, but yeah, I wasn't very happy with that, but I don't know, NHS for you, I suppose. They do some great things, but they're very reactive. I guess they have to be because of budget cuts. Anyway, that's another story for another time. Not getting into politics. We beat Brazil 4-2, progress to the next round against Scotland in the quarter-final. So if you like that, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time for the quarter-final against Scotland. Cheers.